Okay, welcome to the time to collect half the pose in the game episode. I'm not even kidding. We're gonna be collecting about almost 30 pose. We're collecting 29, I think, specifically. Which there are only 60 in the game. So yeah, we are in fact collecting 1 million pose, which is about half, because there's actually 2 million pose in the game. Really quick thing I want to note is that on the gamepad, I don't know if you can see this on. Nah, you can't see it on this screen. On the gamepad now, there is an icon that has Link and an arrow pointing to Wolf Link. And I think if I just tap it, oh yeah. You get to just do it on the fly now. That's super nice, because normally what you would have to do is talk to Midna, transform into Wolf, then transform. Which isn't, like... That's not that bad. You know, that doesn't take a lot of time. But, like, if there's any action that you have to repeat over and over again, right? It's kind of like how in the Wind Waker HD, right? You don't have to play the song. Like they changed it so you don't have to change. It doesn't play the songs over and over again. They give you the quick sale, so you don't even have to change wind direction eventually. I think maybe they overdid it a little bit in Wind Waker, but this is a good change. Just having to being able to do it on the fly like that. You still have to, like, obviously watch the end. It's not like an instant. It's not like you just poof your wolf now. But it's nice to just be able to quickly tap it when you need it. Yeah, okay, so last time, we saved Midna's life, said goodbye to Zelda for the foreseeable future, because she gave herself to save Midna. Did some things, and I think we did some... Yeah, we did a couple things in Hyrule Castle Town, which was fun and dandy. And then we got cursed, and then we cured said cursed with a little thing called the Master Sword. So now we have the Master Sword, which, from my knowledge, does give us... We do more damage now. I'm fairly certain. So, hooray for us. Yeah, we just got the snail there. We can't get the female snail counterpart until quite a bit later in the game. We will be coming back here. Don't you worry. There's still quite a few... Oh, and yes, of course, we visited the Lost Woods and met an old friend, a Skull Kid, who, not a friend to this Link, but a friend to us, at least. And now we're just going to do a little bit of collecting. Oh, you don't say. Here's the real reason why transforming into a wolf on the fly is so good. When we randomly run into a Poe like that. Thank you kindly. And what's also nice about that is I know it's like in the top right corner of the gamepad, so I don't even need to look down to access it. I can just sort of tap around and I'll find it. Oh, do we have to go up there? Oh, I can't get over this rendition of the song. It's so nice. Okay, one moment. There's going to be a heart piece we need to get here as well. Yeah, there's the bug, Poso, and a heart piece. Oh, you don't say. Oh yeah. Well, now that we can turn into a wolf on the fly, we'll have to treat everywhere we go. We'll have to expand our brain a little bit to include the wolf mechanics as well as possibilities. Because now we actually do have the traditional. I think it's fitting that in the Lost Woods you get the very traditional Very traditional Ocarina of Time style. Like grottos, underground grottos, where you just fall straight down to a hole. Makes a little more sense though, with a little more sense having to. Ooh, 2 of 1. Whoops. Oh. No thanks. Also, to aid this leg of the adventure, not a beverage this time. I actually got a snack because I'm going to be having a potentially like a large meal later. So I just like to snack throughout the day until then. I've got cucumbers. I will try to spare you the ASMR of me crunching on cucumbers, but no promises. Maybe I'll give you one. Headphone listeners, you know. You're welcome, I guess. Oh, they're so cold though. They're too cold. Wow. Yeah, I'll probably mute myself for the most part because cucumbers are quite crunchy. It's a shame as far as like a healthy option for a snack goes. All we have is cucumbers and they're so cold. It's freezing outside. It's a cloudy, overcast day. I'm eating cold freaking cucumbers. I guess I'll take what I can get. Nothing to do this way? Oh, are we just supposed to teleport out? I guess we can just teleport to leave. Well, so interesting thing, Minna didn't actually say, so our next objective for the story anyways, is to go to the, we're trying to locate, we're going with her after she very politely asked if we wanted to, or if we would. We're gonna go find the Mirror of Twilight, which is our last access point to Zant. Or our last direct access point to Zant. The question, however, is where the heck is that? How do we get there? She didn't say. We're just trying to find it. So, it looks like you're just supposed to teleport out. Okay. Well, I will see where the first place to go to look for more post souls is. Another great thing about the game is that it gives us an indicator of how many post souls there are per area. So that'll help us out a little bit on our hunt. Make sure that we're keeping up. Let us know how far we're progressing. But yeah, I'll see you in a moment. Okay, first place that we're going to be teleporting to is back up by the Zora River. We're gonna start in Lake Hylia. Now, something that has pointed out that I do think is interesting is that unlike almost every other Zelda game, there is not a way to pass time. There is not a way to change day to night. Even though, just like other Zelda games, there are certain things that it has to be daytime and it has to be nighttime in order for you to be able to do them. Not many things, but in particular, Pose, often it needs to be nighttime for you to be able to see them to begin with, which is just a huge shame. Like I don't know. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they did this. So we need it to be, so the only option you have is to sort of wait around for it to change from day to night. You need to make sure you're in an area where it changes from day to night, which is most areas in the game from what we've seen, but you still want to be cautious of that. So yeah, we're gonna be cutting around a lot. I'm gonna be just chilling, watching the clouds float on by, taking in the atmosphere. It's a good thing this game has amazing music. You know, it would make it harder to sit here and relax. But I'm just gonna be soaking up the breeze, and I'll see you when it's nighttime here. Actually, you know what? Something I totally forgot. We can get one, or it looks like we can get one right away, because there was one in the cavern that we found over here at the south end of the lake. Where was it exactly, though? Was it underwater? It wasn't underwater, was it? Maybe it was underwater. Hold on. Let's, oh. Oh, Mr. Cave. Where art thou, Mr. Cave? I don't remember where this was. Okay, so if you excuse me, I'm gonna find this cave. And then I will, I'll see you when I see you. Oh, there it is. You can see down there on the minimap where exactly I am. I had to climb up to where the Howling Stone was. So we're just gonna sprint through here. It's pretty deep in. Oh, there's actually two in here. There's one in the 8th room and the 11th room. So we gotta go pretty far in. Now we can be a dog. Which makes it go by a little quicker. Ow. Ow. Maybe it makes a certain kind of sense that, dang, it got dark in here. Hold on. Maybe it makes a certain kind of sense that the, only Wolf Link can take the souls of Pose. He is like it is like a dark beast form, so like there's a logic to it, I suppose. I don't find it unbelievable. Ooh, can I snag it? Oh, I think they made it sit on the ground for a lot longer. I remember that stuff going away super quickly. That's one exit. Whoa. Okay, almost fell off. But I didn't, because I'm just so good at these games. Again, not sure why fire does double damage while you're wearing this, but it does, so keep that in mind. Ay, ay, ay. would it be faster to run back or faster to run forward to get out? Probably forward, it looks like, at this point. However, that is... yeah, that's all we need to get for this. So I will see you back outside when we're exploring the lake. Hopefully it'll be nighttime by then. Oh! No, do it. Okay, note to self. Falling in a hole boots you to the entrance, which is good to know for two reasons. It's a quick way out, but also it's good to know that if you're 11 floors into a cave and you fall into a hole, you get booted to the entrance of the cave. That's awful. Why did they do that? Well, anywho, gonna wait. It's almost nighttime. I'll see you in a bit. Hold the phone. I have been notified. Oh, okay, this little patch of grass right here. I think if you dig here, yeah, there's another cave. We're gonna have to look out for these now, though. Whoa. You kill all the guys in here, and then you're gonna unlock a, oh, I did not kill all the guys. There we go. Might as well do this. This was right outside of the cave we were just in. It was either get this now or get this later. Might as well get it now, right here. There we got S. Nice. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that note a little bit deeper. Yeah. Okay. So now we are going to be going to that watchtower. It's almost nighttime, so I'll see you when it is. Oh, it actually spawned just at the transition. Seems like there's somebody up there, huh? Come here, punk. Well, we're here. Time is of the essence. We do need it to be nighttime to get a lot of these things. But I am just curious who's up here. Thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master Link, is it? Oh, hey. Please forgive my rudeness in the bar the other day. You do know Telma, don't you? I'm Oru. I'm part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at a bar. I've heard all about your deeds from her. Again, it's very, very different to have any amount of notoriety as a Link in one of these games. Now, you being a courageous youth, You've likely heard of the strange events in the desert. Come to investigate, no? I haven't. Well, am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master Link? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison, built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Jeez. Cursed mirror, huh? Now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert at World's End still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Oh, interesting little detail. He has the Triforce emblem. Oh, there's another detail too. Two of the corners are red, one's green, the one on the top. The one on the top is usually wisdom, right? I'm pretty sure the bottom right Triforce triangle is power. Oh no. Power is depicted in the top piece. Courage is in the right, and wisdom is in the left. Interesting. Okay. So the one green gem is where power is. Interesting. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Well, you're the only lead we have, so yeah, I'm thinking so. Is that so? Then let good old Oru help you out. See Lake Hylia below us. A man named Fjord runs an amusement ride of sorts. Give him this. Oru's memo. Don't tell me he... I wonder, is the implication here that Fjord used to help this group out or used to run with this group? I wonder how he became a sideshow for the lake. See, long ago, I saved this man Fjord's life. Oh. Now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fjord, all should go well. Interesting. That's some interesting lore. Cursed mirror that sends people to another realm? That sounds like the mirror of Twilight. Link, hurry. That's very interesting. Oh. Thank you kindly. Oh man, I should have asked Midna what was supposed to tip us off to come here. Cause I came here only to look for Poe Souls. I didn't come here because I remembered that. I mean, obviously we're going to run into Telma's group a lot more now, and each one's going to help us along the way. That's like just, I don't feel like that's much of a spoiler. That's just how it goes, right? But yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what was supposed to tip us off of that. I wonder what Midna would normally say at the I could probably check. I think I'll check right after we nab this pole. But yeah, if you couldn't already piece it together, the next big dungeon we're going to go to is in the desert. The Gerudo Desert in this game, it's probably the coolest it's been. Gerudo Desert in Breath of the Wild is pretty cool. It's in Skyward Sword it's pretty cool too. Obviously in Wind Waker we didn't get a desert. Ocarina of Time, it's alright, but it's not like anything amazing. I would say the Spirit Temple is pretty cool in Ocarina of Time. But just because transitioning from adult Link to kid Link to complete is pretty sweet. Oh. Hello, I'm Plum. Hi. I'm really excited about the latest attraction down at the lake. Want to hear about it? I'll hear about it, sure. This attraction is all about popping balloons as you move towards the goal. It's stupendous. The balloons are all worth different amounts of points. Strawberries are the best. Oh, and if you break the same type of balloon twice in a row, you get double the points. But only up to 10 times. That's a lot, though. If you hit a wall and fall off, then you get no points. That's right, 0 points for you. Press B to start over from the beginning. You know, you get something neat if you get 10,000 points, right? 10,000, jeez. Not that you ever will. Well, the game starts as soon as you fly into the air. Okay. Duly noted. Strange bird. I've got to collect ghoul souls. Which to some may not sound as fun, but trust me, I love it. It's kind of my thing. Okay, obviously, we're gonna need to play Fier's game in order to get the bow on that. Not Fier, Falby's game. In order to get there. But there's another thing all the way up there, so one moment. Oh, here we go. Dang. There's a lot of value over here by the Lake Hylia cavern. Got another pole soul. Come down here and fight me, you coward. Alright, nab that. Okay. Okay, just making sure. The next two, we're going to have to play Falby's game twice. Hopefully we can manage it before the sun rises. Dang, the day and night cycles do last a lot longer now. Oh. So yeah, if you didn't notice, you can't just change back and forth in front of other people. Although, you know, life would be easier if we did just let people know that we could turn into a wolf. Hey, you back? So, fella, guess you like the ride, huh? Yeah, yeah. And then, if you also can piece it together, the favor we're going to request from Fier is that he shoots us not up to the top of the lake over at Falby's place, but that he shoots us over into the desert, which for some reason is completely blocked off. It's like it's completely landlocked at the edge of, well, quote unquote, the edge of the world. Obviously, there's a lot more worlds, surely, out there beyond just Hyrule, right? Because if we look at the map, well, granted, we do seem pretty locked, don't we? To it's mountains all around the edges of Hyrule this time around. And then also, I don't know if the implication is that everything over here is like, I don't know if it's like empty wasteland? Grass fields? Water maybe? Maybe ocean? It's hard to know. Who's to say? So what the goal here is, we need to fly down to where both of the Poes are. There's one right beneath here that we're going to try to get to first. We will have to pay money. I don't mind paying money because we've been stocked up on rupees for a long time now. So we could stand to lose a few. There it is. Dang, are we gonna make it? Should make it. Oh, barely. Oh, we can change in front of chickens, though. That's pretty funny. It's a bit too far to fly. Are you winning lots of rupees? Actually, we might be able to score both things. Oh, actually, though, just while we're here, guess I'll point this out since I just learned about this. It was pretty easy to spot. I guess if you see, I suppose if you see, the goal here, by the way, is to kill all the shell blades. These guys are called shell blades, I guess, which I didn't know. Wait, you don't even have to throw the things into the mouths, which I think is kind of funny. I guess if you see any like strangely patterned patches of grass, it's worth it to check as a wolf. Because it seems like a lot of the time you will get, there's going to be a spot to dig. And now we are immediately capped back out on money. Because of course we are. Why not be capped out on money all the time? That was kind of a bit of a waste, but here's the thing. When are you ever going to fly back down onto this platform specifically? And you gotta pay like 30 rupees to even attempt to fly down onto this platform, right? So it's sort of, eh. You bite the bullet. Now, I don't know if we can, there's a chicken up here. Or cuckoo, sorry. There are no, what's a chicken? No, cuckoo. I don't know, maybe we can use it to fly down onto the platform. Doesn't look likely. Ooh, no, this isn't gonna work at all. Oh, this isn't even gonna almost work. Well. Hey, are you good in the water there, bud? I know it's not your natural habitat. You know what? You know what I wonder? I wonder... If we can't hookshot to chests? If we could hookshot to chests, that'd be pretty sick. Really? Just trying to get his attention. No, we just go straight through it. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna have to land up there. So I will see you in a moment. We are going to go and fly up there again. Oh, we're gonna be cutting it close. I don't know if the Poe's gonna stay there. Maybe the Poe does stay there? I hope he does. He doesn't. The Poe disappeared right when I... Ugh. That's tragic. Well, that means I gotta wait till it's nighttime again. And it just turned daytime. And I gotta spend more money to do this again. Ugh. Well, I'll see you in... How long? 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I'll see you in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hey, you might be wondering, hey, why are you back in this cavern again? Why are you anywhere near this cavern again? You've already gotten so many things here. Well, if you remember, I fell down a hole, and falling down the hole put me back at the entrance when I was trying to get to the very end to exit. Now, what that did... Good heavens. What that means for me is I missed the fact that there is one more pole soul to get at the 11th floor, which is what I thought the second one I got here was at. The 11th room has another pole soul, which I did not collect because I fell down a hole before making it to the very end, because it's at the very end. So, silly me, I gotta go back through the whole thing again. Which is fine, we were just, all we were doing outside is waiting for it to be nighttime anyways. So, it's not like super pressing. But now I have this terrible feeling that now that I know you get teleported back to the entrance if you fall down the hole, now I feel like that is absolutely going to happen again. Maybe even a couple times. Because sometimes when you're playing a game or when you're doing something, when you're playing casually without like being worried or anxious about something, you just being able to play through something casually is actually what makes you perform better, right? But when you know that something terrible can happen if you mess up, suddenly you have the added anxiety about messing up. And now suddenly that's something that's occupying your headspace as you're playing through your game. Which then ultimately makes things more difficult for you. Because like I wouldn't have thought twice. I would have just blown through these rooms before. But now that I know if I make one mistake, I have to go back to the beginning and go all the way through again, that's awful. The stakes have been raised, and so has my blood pressure. I would compare it to... it actually reminded me, that does remind me of, I was playing, yeah, there it is. I was playing Monster Hunter with my friend, and we were fighting like Gormagala, one of the, there's like 3 different types of Gormagalas in the game now. We were fighting one of the Gormagalas, and I was just, I was going casually. I was really feeling it. I was parrying stuff. I used long swords because I'm a degenerate. I was parrying stuff. I was doing a bunch of cool things. We were getting knocked around a bit, the normal amount that a casual might playing Monster Hunter. It was like our second or third time fighting it. We were just farming it. And then like on the third time farming it, I got hit by something when I was at full health, and I died. I just straight up died in one hit. And it dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute, are you telling me anytime he used that one attack, I could have been one shot? And I just hadn't been? Out of sheer, I wouldn't call it luck, but just because I was on my A game, just dodging it every time. And then guess what proceeded to happen? I proceeded to die to that move, and we lost the quest because of it. Because when you know something can one-shot you, suddenly all your decision making is being focused around, hey, wait, what if he uses that one move right now? What if he uses that one move right now? What do I do? What do I do? And then the paranoia sets in, and then you've lost mental. It's all about mental with these games. And the moment you lose mental, you've lost the game. Anywho. Yeah, I know we want to rush through. Midna, you gotta chill out. They probably could have stood to give her a different expression other than big dumb smile. What a proud rider of the wolf. Anyways, we're gonna jump to when it's nighttime again. See you in a second. Okay, here we are. Jeepers. That took a moment, didn't it? Just watched, I don't know, I just turned on YouTube, watched a freaking clip from Baby Driver until the time passed, I guess. That's all you can do. That should be good. Yeah. Whoa. Hey there, Mr. Man. Ow. Well, I didn't actually drop down lower than this. I didn't think he was gonna come up to me. There we go. Okay, so we got the other one in the cave. We got that one. I should have one more. One over what the guide says. Guide says 10, I should have 11. And I do. Okay, so now we're gonna be moving from Lake Hylia. Okay, we're not leaving. We're going to Upper Zor's River now, so. Let's hope we can make use of this nighttime. I'm just going to assume it needs to be nighttime for all these places. There's a pole up on a small hill south of the upper river. Let's see if we can spot it. Oh, yeah, okay. It says you gotta be careful to have make sure the current doesn't pull you in. I'm gonna be extra careful. Use the Zor armor. Yeah, but I really think Link's life would be a little bit easier if he just told all his close people, just showed them that he could turn into a wolf. Maybe even introduced Midna to them, so that in case they see Wolf Link and Midna, they don't, you know, freak the heck out. Okay, now we're going to Zor's Domain. There's going to be 2 to get in Zor's Domain. I wonder if Zor's will be scared of us. Because the one guy in Faron Woods, he wasn't scared of us. Oh. Hello? Well, they're looking at us. They don't talk to us. They seem oddly chill. I guess I'll take it. I appreciate that. A little bit of candidness with us. Okay, there's one behind the waterfall, and then one on the east ledge of Zor's Domain. It says there's one behind the waterfall? Oh, okay, I see that one. Oop. Get this one first. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a Hylian thing, because when you're just like a basic freaking human, I suppose wild animals are a little bit more frightening to you, right? But when you like rock people and fish people, it's like, oh yeah, that's a dog. I'm part fish. I'm part boulder. That's like a wolf with an imp on its back. You know, we're all just people in this world. Okay. Now we gotta quickly... Man, it almost feels like swimming as a wolf is faster than swimming as Link with the Zora armor on. Maybe it's because you're like a full-grown man with with like a suit of armor, a bunch of gear on. You know, it's funny, because really, it hasn't been that long since we did Water Temple stuff. Well, since we did all the stuff in Lake Hylia. But it, just in the game's narrative, it feels like a lifetime ago. Since we were, like, wandering around here in Twilight, right? Because in between that, we had to... go... We're going to be going to doing all the ones in Kakariko Village now. So, first things first. We just teleport straight to Kakariko Village and then go to the graveyard. There's going to be 2. But yeah, no, I mean, like, because after that we went and explored Castle Town as a human. We reunited with Hylia. We saved the Zora Prince. Got the Zora armor. We had to escort them all the way back here. Just a whole heck of a lot of stuff going on, you know? And then obviously we did the stuff with the Zoras, and finally went down into the Water Temple, and then we had to, you know, save Midna, change ourselves back from being a wolf permanently. Of course, Kakariko Graveyard is gonna have some ghosts in it, right? This should be no surprise. I like how they don't just call things, how like the Zora has its own little world and setup going on. Oh. Hold on. Well, hold on. Okay, we're gonna go back and revisit him. It looks like, the prince is back up once more. Let me guess, do we need to move these for Poe to show up? Yep. Of course I couldn't resist hiding some ghost in a grave. Making quick work. There's actually gonna be a lot of stuff we're doing. This won't just be collecting Poe souls. But if this gets edited down well enough, then this should extend out to a whole lot of other there's gonna be a lot of other things that we can do now too. Some side quests and whatnot. Hi.
Oh.
Is your name Link? My mother came to me in a dream. She showed me your image. Wait, oh, this is interesting. It's got like a three-hole flask? She spoke of a youth who would save our domain and steer my fate. One named Link. I must thank you for all you've done. If there's anything I can ever do for you, please tell me. Please. Well, no worries, kid. I'm just glad to see you back up and running. Link. I have so little confidence. What can I do? Could not even carry out one simple task for my mother. I'm so unlike her. I doubt I'm even qualified to rule. Well, Well, I mean, obviously the obvious thing to say in response is, well, first off, actually, hold on. We should tell him what the mother wanted us to tell him. Although if she came to him in a dream, surely she told him how much she loved him herself. Okay, well now... Wonder how he would have reacted to seeing us as a wolf. Makes me wonder. Oh, this place is in a whole new phase. What if we can go on elders in here? Well, we'll talk to people after we... get our stuff sorted out. So there's going to be 2 more in the actual village proper itself. Hey, Bones. Oh. Hey, you don't say. Hey, Bones. Yeah, take some of this stuff from me. Yeah, you can take these ones. That's it. Because he's got a new kind of bomb now. Oh, it's you. That's kind of a cool buyback program for your bombs. So you can get a little bit of money back before you buy new ones. Well, I finally got my entire bomb repertoire back in order. Laying a bunch of buttes. Alright, now take a good gander at Master Barnes' handmade bombs. What are these things? These are basically bomb chews. They've never bought bomb chews back. Instead, they made this monstrosity. These cute little bugs walk around and blow up all on their own. Only 6? Oh, you can have 60 of these. Oh no, it's 60 for 10 of these. Stuff these fellas into your bomb bag, thank you kindly. How many of these can I have? 20. Okay, so even less than the water bombs. They are pretty niche and just overall very strange, so I guess that makes sense. Also, let's not look like an absolute goober. So what we need to do, exit through the 2nd floor. And there's going to be one... Ah, there it is. I suppose the reason that Link wouldn't wouldn't go and tell everybody everything that he's doing and introduce them to all of these things is one, probably partially for their own safety, but then also you can imagine how much more they would worry, or if if Link told them. Gotta watch out for people's sightlines. If Link told them, hey, I gotta go save the entire kingdom. I'm not just helping random people. I'm also trying to save the entire kingdom. Like, you know, that kind of ups the ante a little bit, you know? Ah, there it is. There's only one we need to grab here. Let me see something. Oh dang, there was one more. I need to read a little closer. There was one more up there at Barnes' shop. So we will handle that in a moment. Oh. You can launch us. Okay, seems like he can launch us all the way up there. Send me. I'm ready. Nice. Forgot you can't, I keep trying to target them without, using sense. It's really violent. The sound they make, they literally screech as you tear out their soul. Like, it's really... You tear it out with your teeth, too. It's pretty brutal. Now, up this way was a, you would eventually get a heart piece. But I believe, if I remember correctly, we already got that. I'm fairly certain. Fairly confident. Maybe. I could... Yeah, see? Going to chill with you, Zora's to chill with you. They know what it's like to just be... It's a weird world out there, you know? When you're a fish in a rock. Aliens, though. Aliens are just like, oh, we're just people. We're just like human beings. We're squishy and can get killed by tripping down the stairs, you know? It's a little different for us. So, yeah, there's a wolf in the village. Let me screech as loud as I can and cry and shake, you know? Just the way it gotta be. Okay, so I'm gonna see you back up at the top of Barnes' place. One moment. Okay, here we are. So what I needed to have done is climb up a little bit further. Ah, there we go. You know, I could also have just looked around a little bit more and checked for another one. I've been very loosey-goosey with following the guide's words. I've just sort of been like, I'll skim, I'll see the general location, and then I'll just try to find things myself most of the time. I've been doing that since most of Wind Waker, honestly. Well, in Wind Waker, I remember the Windfall Isle section. I just freaking did that entirely on my own. I was just chilling, doing things on Windfall Isle. I'm like, hey, well, if I can do something, I'll figure it out, and then I'll just have to remember that I did it. Makes following a guide a little bit harder when you're like, oh, when the guide brings up something and you're like, oh, did I do that already? I'm not sure. Oh, I can't check? Because Zelda games don't exactly keep track of a whole lot of things for you. Not usually. Okay, and then that is good on that. So now we're going to go to the gorge. The gorge is... Is this the gorge? It just says Hyrule Field. No. But the gorge has got to be... No, I remember there's specifically something called the Kakariko Gorge. Well, we'll figure it out. Maybe there's a sign. Maybe it's up this way? Mr. Link? No, you can't come to me, I'm a wolf. He totally saw me as a wolf, right? Greetings, Mr. Link. I've come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Telma. Oh, so this is how we was supposed to figure out what to do next. Yeah, this game is a little bit less direct with you sometimes, which always sort of led me led to a little bit of confusion when I was a kid, but I actually really appreciate that now. Because I mean, after you get the Master Sword, and Midna just tells you, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Will you come with me? Link agrees. And you go out on this new quest. You kind of don't have any direction, so the only choice you have to do is to go revisit places. And obviously, as we've seen already, there are other things going on in different locations, which is nice. It is nice to see a little bit of change in all the places we've been to. My business is concluded. Onward to mail. But yeah, presumably, eventually, you would be in a position where you could receive mail, which would then net you this that came so quickly. Link, there are some folks I want you to meet, so come to my bar right away. These guys will be powerful allies for you. You heard me. Come by. I'll be waiting at my Castle Town bar. So that was supposed to be our note of where to go next and what we need to be doing next. That was supposed to be the thing that tipped us off. Yeah, what the crud? You guys are just out here chilling, waiting for me? Oh, that guy just ran off the cliff. One thing you can do, after you knock those guys off, the boars are just giant boars, right? So you can just ride them now. It's pretty amazing. First off, the fact that there are giant boar mounts, but then the fact that you can ride them. Now, you can't really control their dashes, though. Their handling is not great. I'm pretty sure Epona is faster, though. But I mean, this is a really fun option. If you ever find a reason to do this. How ominous, though, the freaking prism around. You know, it's very reminiscent to what magic spells look like in Ocarina of Time, which is very interesting. Okay, I'm going to say safe to assume. Thanks, friend. Yeah, we just one-shot these guys now. Jeez. I think Kakariko Gorge is in the other direction, though. So yeah, that letter was supposed to let us know that like Telma's Bar is the next place to go, and we will visit there just to get that scene. It's good to know because I was genuinely not sure what was supposed to direct. I knew the next place we were going to is the desert, but I could not for the life of me remember why we thought to go there. Okay, this is the gorge, I'm pretty sure. We need it to be nighttime though, so I'm gonna be mad chilling again. Whoa, we got chew jellies everywhere now too? Jeepers. You know what? Let's see how much the red bokoblins can stand against us now. They still take a decent amount of hits, that's for sure. What about Jungle Lash? Whoa. Not too bad. Anyways, see you in a bit. Epona, would you still love me if I turned into a wolf? Wait, can I talk to you, Epona? Oh my gosh, why did I totally didn't think about the fact that I can speak to Epona because I can be a wolf. Even though you changed shape, I still understand you. Link, hurry up and return your true self. Well, I'm glad you know it's me. We have even been while looking into each other's eyes. Well, okay. She prefers me as a human, but good to know she's got my back. It'd be interesting if they made different kinds of pose to fight. I understand that's a lot of, you know, anytime you make new enemies, you gotta make a whole new model, new animations. You know, gotta do the whole 9 yards. So I understand why maybe they don't do that. Anywho, so that's the first one. Up on this bridge. Yeah, the gorge is obviously the place that has an actual gorge in it. That probably should have been a little more obvious. But I am a fool. And then literally right over here, we need to go... If you remember, this is the first cavern we went to. We went into this cavern a long time ago. But now we get to return finally, because we said this is, I think, where we saw our first Poe. I'm pretty sure. It was quite a long time ago. Don't know where exactly, but I'm looking. No, nothing over there. You know what would be a cool game to replay? Post on this channel? Obviously, this game reminded me of it for a good reason. But Akami. Akami is an amazing game. It's got amazing art, amazing music. The combat is really good. I would say the combat, and it plays an awful lot like a Zelda game. You slowly get new like abilities. It is an adventure game, honestly. It is maybe one of the other few games that is just straight up an adventure game. However, it has a much more extensive combat. I would say probably Akami's combat is has a lot more going for it than I would say any of the Zelda games really do. I'm not knocking the gameplay on Zelda games, but the Zelda games aren't really about like their extensive combat. For instance, if you take just this game alone as an example, a lot of enemies go down in one hit. There's not a whole lot of things to do as far as combos and stuff. Most enemies are just sort of like, just sort of like a puzzle of sorts. When you really think about it, of like, hey, you have this one item, so use this one item when the enemy does this, and then you hit it a couple times using the same 3-hit combo that you use on everything else, and then boom, there you go. You have killed. You have killed the enemy now, and that's fine. I think Zelda combat is exactly where it needs to be. I just think it could be. It's still engaging, obviously, right? But like, take the pose for instance. You hit them twice, you do a finisher on them, and then they're dead. You rinse and repeat. It's like super easy, super quick. There's always more you could do, and eventually they did do more, right? Oh, it's actually a little easier to see in this place than it is in the other places, the other caves. Or cave, I guess. We've only been to one other one. But yeah, they made an HD version of Akami for the PlayStation 4. I actually own it, so that's a thought. Although I will say the Wii version, crusty as it is, and as much slowdown as you have to brace for when you play the game, It does. Okay, this is the one we already got. The Fairn Woods Poe. We've already gotten that one. So now we're just getting Hyrule Field Poes, of which there are many. Area just outside of Fairn Woods. So this way then. We're going to be getting the last 8 Poes. So once we have 8 Poes, we're good to go. Or 8 more Poes, I should say. Our final total for this leg of the adventure, for this little quest that we're on right now, is going to be 29. Oh. Let's see if we can't do this in one go. Oh. Freaking ghouls. I could have swore you got to get information on some of these enemies, but I guess not. Hey, Buster. But yeah, I mean, Akami has, like, different kinds of magic you can do. They have, different weapon types that all have, like, their own combos, and, they each have their own combo. They work, they work much different from one another. They also have, like, alternate uses. Each one has, like, an alternate use of some sort. But then you have, like, the ink spells. You have, like, a magic system involving ink, where you get to cast different spells by drawing symbols on the map, and that's super fun. It's a really, really well done system. I don't know. You just have so many options in that game. So it's just for combat, right? And I think Akami does a really good job at incorporating your spells evenly across both, giving each, like, a lot of them a combat purpose, and then also giving them a puzzle purpose. You use a lot of them for a lot of different reasons. It's pretty cool. But you know, and then obviously you get a bunch of really cool. You basically get to play through a bunch of Japanese lore and, like, folklore and stuff throughout that game, which is super fun and really interesting too. If you appreciate the lore of other cultures, or just on its own as just an interesting thing that can be done, you know. Okay, let me see what this next pose is gonna be. Okay, so this is where we need to be. Weird, it had me go in, like, reverse order of what I was doing. Kind of strange. Okay, all good. Thank goodness they just started making the claw shots all long shots. It was strange not going to have time to be limited, to have the hook shot limited like that. Ow. There we go. Eat your souls for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, cool, you changed back automatically. That's nice. Guess I didn't want to make a wolf opening chest animation. We're almost capped out again. Also, something else we can just get right now, since we're here. Might as well. I know we're mainly focusing on pose right now, but I mean, if there's something we can do, Might as well, right? Oh. We haven't seen bubbles yet in this game. They look truly awful. Yeah, the bubbles look terrifying in this game. You know, I'll say it. You can do the finishing move on them, but it's just faster to just walk up and swing at them again. The last one though. Strange, eerie little cave sections, that's for sure. Nice, got M. Oh. Definitely don't need more rupees. I don't need to be like scrounging around for pocket change, that's for sure. Right. Okay, let's see here. We can warp over to Castletown. Travel southward. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Oh, over here we do have another hidden skill we can learn, which would be pretty freaking cool. Okay, then we're gonna be traveling southward. Oh, I like that the insects don't go away even after you capture them. Oh, I remember this guy, yeah. Oh. Oh, you one-shot them if you, Oh. About to get bludgeoned. I forgot that the Wolf Rush sort of thing, the lock-on attack, does more damage, so you can immediately knock the pose down with that. I'll have to try that out more often. That's actually kind of nifty. Sadly, Wolf never gets a attack upgrade, although we kill most things in 2 hits max, so... For example. Yeah. So nothing to worry about, I suppose. Kill some things in 1 hit. We actually do an absurd amount. We do more damage than the Master Sword, almost, it seems like. Or as much damage as the Master Sword, I don't know. Strange. What a haunting image. So freaking cool, though. So it seems like we need to go to the area just west of Castletown. The little tiny portion of Hyrule Field underneath that. So I'm going to take this opportunity. Might as well go visit Telma at the bar while we're at it. We did things a little bit out of order. We already found Aru. Over at Lake Hylia, just by chance. Just kind of ran into him. I could have waited, but I don't know. I felt like a very natural time to go. We literally stumbled into him, so I felt like a pretty natural time to go. But I still want to go visit Telma and everybody, see what's up. Like how you have this time of day. It's very early in the morning, so like the lights. The music's slowly creeping in. The town is filled with light, but there's nobody out yet. It's just like probably like some 5 a.m., 6 a.m. stuff. Time of day right now. Oh, but there we go. There's a transition. Now everybody's immediately out. Hold on, what? You got a pretty flower and the price is nice too. But there's no one manning the shop, so you should put it back. Oh. That's so... That's nice, that's interesting. How strange, I wonder what that's all about. I wish somebody was manning the shop. I want a pretty flower to give somebody. Give it to Telma. Not that I need any help getting on the good side. Oh my, if it isn't Link. You made it. How have you been, honey? Mosi, you have good timing. I was just talking about you.
Hey.
Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert. Who's gonna check it out? He's an older man named Aru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk to him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why don't you relax a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. Yes, he's like, it seems like there's a new guy here too. A new guy who... I mean, come on. I don't... Is it a spoiler if I tell you who this is? Do you like... It's Russell. Oh no! Oh wow! Crazy. Who would have guessed that it's Russell? I could never have imagined. Look, I'm pretty sure he even has specifically one of the blades used for cutting the grass and that one of the other dads had in freaking Ordon.
Hey.
Hello there, you must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Sorry about the ribbing I gave you the other day, old boy. This town is rather teeming with odd sorts, so I was just being careful. Ribbing? You were like the nicest person out of the bunch. I mean, you commented on my clothes and then said that you'd like to get yourself a pair. Were you joking? Did you not like my threads, dude? Yeah, that gave me a real confidence boost. I thought I looked pretty good. Well, that's just fine. Never mind then. You know, this is important clothes. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills? That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. At the moment, I'm absolutely entranced by the sky beings, known as the Uka. The Uka, hey. I might have somebody you want to meet. Yes, according to the legend, Hyrule was made by the Hylians, who, as we all know, are the closest race to the gods. But also, according to the legend, long ago there was a race even closer to the gods. Some say that these creatures made the Hylians. Oh, that these creatures made the Hylians. Wait, are you saying that the Uka, like Uku, is part of a race of people who made Hylians? Oh my gosh. Now that I have like extremely more extensive reading comprehension, that I can understand the implications of what he's saying here. So the Hylians are the closest ones to the gods. They were made directly by the gods. That makes sense. I don't know what that's saying. Well, cause like what Hold the phone. Yo, they just announced the freaking Tears of the Kingdom OLED console. The visuals got leaked. You got gold Joy-Cons, or white with gold etchings on the dock. Got a little bit of green creeping up on one of the Joy-Cons. This looks really great. I mean, I don't need I have no use for the Switch OLED because I only ever play in docked. So like other... I really wish they would just make a new Switch. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Wait, so the implication here is that the Uka are an older, or like an older race. Before Hylians, before Zors, before Gorons. Obviously before Rito. That's a little intense. That's a little intense to think about. And then they never did anything with the Uka after that. Maybe it's because the Uka are so weird? I mean, they only get weirder. The more you learn about them, the weirder they get, right? So, brace yourself for that, I guess. But to say that, like, the Uka specifically were the ones who made Hylians? When they created the people of Hylia, they simultaneously created a new capital, a city, that floated into the heavens. They dwelt there, and some scholars believe that this race lives there still, somewhere in the great sky. Sky beings. Isn't that simply marvelous, old boy? What I wouldn't give to meet them. Okay, so you're a bit of the brains. Oh, I was kind of curious. Okay, so you're the wisdom. Aru is the power then? And then... what would you be? I'm at... Ashy? Ashy. Ashe. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in this town, or in his own right. He taught me the arts of war, as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both of your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain north of Hyrule. It's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? Yes, ma'am. She's pretty cool. Yeah, so this is... I mean, actually, I like this whole bunch. So what I like about this game as well is that, like, again, we don't normally get... just like in Wind Waker, how we don't normally get people, like, traversing with us along the adventure, aiding us along the way, so directly as you did when you had Medley and Makar with you. Yeah, so in Wind Waker you had Medley and Makaro, but you didn't really have a base of operations. Yeah, the postmen would help you occasionally throughout, but I mean more like a crew of people who you're planning with, you're setting plans in motion, who are backing you up, they're giving you intel. A support system of sorts. I like, in Twilight Princess, I think what makes it pretty distinct from the other Zelda games is that you have a, you start to develop this support system located in a bunch of different places. You have Renato and everybody in Kakariko Village all taking care of each other and watching over each other while you're gone. And looking over Ilia as well. She's there now. You have the people in Ordon helped you. Bo helped you. In Ordon Village helped you. To even be able to go and challenge the Gorons. You have Gorons now, who after helping them, they have positioned themselves in places to watch over everybody in Kakariko Village, and they're spread out around Hyrule now, to aid you on your quest in whatever way they can, and also standing as guard for Kakariko Village. And now you have Telma and her little band of misfits here in this bar, and this sort of becomes your base of operations now. After meeting Telma, and she has been, hinting at, she's been hinting at this team up for a while. Of, hey, you seem like just the kind of guy these people could use. You should come and meet them. And now in doing so, you have basically been recruited to this little troop of this sort of like I don't know, like Splinter Cell group, this sort of group of rogues who are trying to work towards the same thing you are. That's another thing too. Link is usually the only one working towards fixing the problems in each game. There's not usually ever anybody else actively working towards your shared goal. Now in this game, between Midna and Zelda and now this group of people, you actually have like a whole support system beneath you. And like I said, this becomes a base of operation, so every time we finish one leg of the adventure, we can come back here, regroup, exchange information, and they'll point you in the next direction. So if you check the map,
Hi.
they actually would have told us, hey, that old cadre, Aru, is at Lake Hylia studying the desert. They actually would have pointed you to him, basically, which is cool. So now that, after we figure out how to get to the desert and do whatever we need to do in the desert, we can then move on to... You've got to be kidding me. What to order? I do believe I will start with meat. What? Postman is every time we turn our backs. He's right behind us. It's been a long time, Link. Oh, we get this reveal right now? I thought we didn't get this reveal till later. Yeah, Russell, it has been a long time. My wife Uli sent word to me. I've seen the children in Kakarko village. Oh, that's great. And of course, I've also heard of your adventures. I must thank you for your help with Colin, Link. I barely recognized him. In any case, I'm troubled by my own inaction. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I've had a connection with them for a long while. Maybe makes a little more sense as to why Russell would know how to craft a sword. Like the one that was meant to be a gift for the Hylian royal family. Like the others, I'm gathering information now. I'll let you know if I hear anything. Heck yeah, baby. I think the reveal that Russell, who seemed to be the most capable and the most, I would say that the most capable and driven person in Ordon Village, I think. Capable in terms of being able to, being able to wield a sword, seeming like a bit of a knight. He always read to me like he was a retired knight, or he was a retired adventurer maybe. So I think the reveal that he has had connections with these people in Telma for a long time is actually pretty cool. Oh, you know what I never noticed? Obviously everybody here is carrying weapons, which a lot of characters in these games don't usually. Usually it's only Link walking around fully kitted with like a sword and shield. She actually has like a really thin blade. Very cool. Well, all right, time to head off and keep hunting Pose. How's that Ilian doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman will find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man for sure. Anyway, honey, you've got your own things to worry about, so you need to make sure you do what needs doing right now, huh? Listen, honey, if you're puzzled about what you ought to be doing, why not go see your friend Aru? There's a man who knows things. Right now, he's off investigating Hyrule's western desert. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek on that map at my table. Sure will. Also, Russell's getup. It's got a little bit of Ordon Village in it, but then he's got like this really cool like metal like half breastplate arm guard going on. It's super cool. I like that reveal. It always seemed like there was a little bit more something to Russell. Like he had a bit of a past to him. Like maybe he could have been the one stepping in. Well, obviously he would have been. Or he was the only one who ever. Yeah, I guess that an indicator of him being of how capable he would definitely have been the fact that he's the only one in the village who ever left it to go back and forth between the village and Hyrule Field. And obviously, that makes a lot more sense when you consider he had connections to the people, two people in Castletown. Did I say Hyrule Field? I meant the freaking Castletown. Is it really just called Castletown? I always try to like Hyrule Castle. I guess just you'd say Hyrule Castle is the location. Between Helia, Hyrule, Hylians, it's all very similar. Well, we need to get a Poe, who I think probably spawns right here. But it is daytime, so we will be waiting once again. But I will catch you when I catch you. I'll hold the phone, actually. There's not one that's gonna spawn right there. There is, in fact, something else to look for. We're looking for a trio of trees. Over this way? Hold the phone. Let me check something, I'll figure this out. Oh, well, I guess while we're here we can do this, right? Might as well. For one moment. Oh, no, I'm getting mixed up. Oh, I got totally mixed up. This is south. Okay, well, you know what? That's fine, because, hey, joke's on the game. There's something to do here anyways. Now, from this point on, I don't remember what the other sword techniques were. So I'll have to see about that. We meet again. This next is the greatest of the hidden skills I have taught you to this point, and it may test the limits of your endurance. Do you still wish to master it? I do. Very well. But before we begin, I must test to ensure you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the backslice. Now then, come at me. I like how they give you like zero prep or reminder of what the last skill was. They're like, hey, I hope you better have been practicing. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing my lost art. Very well, my fourth hidden skill is the Helm Splitter. Let it be honed into your mind. Oh, I remember this. Yeah. Maybe I had it all wrong. Maybe all the freaking hidden skills were actually pretty good and like useful. I think a lot of them are useful in very specific scenarios, but they all still have their uses. It is impossible to circle around and perform a backslice against fully armored enemies that move swiftly in combat. Against such foes, you must first use a shield attack to make them flinch, but then quickly press A. You will leap into the air over your enemy's head and greet them with your blade by immediately striking them from behind. Whoa. That's freaking... That shot was sick. This is the Helm Splitter. Show it to me. Impressive. Do not miss your chance to land a Helm Splitter with A after your shield attack. The fourth hidden skill, the Helm Splitter, has been passed on. Yeah, this was pretty hardcore. Another one that was taken, so the backslice and the Helm Splitter were both things that you did in Wind Waker, but Link just already sort of knew how to do them. I like the idea that, like, hey, these are really intense techniques that you have to be taught. Like, you have to learn how to do them one at a time to master, and then master them. There are still 3 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next skill. May we meet again. I think I do remember what the last skill is. The last skill is one of my favorite things that I hope. I wish they would bring it back because it's pretty hardcore. Not something we can just use on anybody, but is super cool. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's Agatha. I didn't know she came out here. Thanks to you, I have 14 bugs ready for the ball at my castle. We only need 10 more bugs until all of them are here. Please do your best to find the partners for the ones that are already not paired up. Well, I didn't know you could find Agatha out here. That's so... Man, this game, really does just sort of like... Oh. Kind of a creepy laugh, but whatever. Good for her. She's having a good time. Can't fault her for that. Methinks it's time to just torment the poor people of Hyrule for a moment by sprinting through as a wolf. Well, that's cool. They really just move. I like how this game has like really good progression. Like you really feel like things have. Jeez, everybody's flipping out. You really feel like things have changed as the game has gone on. Oh my gosh, there's a whole troop of guys sprinting towards us. A little intense, guys. Don't run with me. If you're trying to escape, you gotta run somewhere else, guys. So we're actually heading up north this way. I got my directions mixed up. That's why I was so confused that I couldn't find the spot that they were trying to tell me directing me towards. It's also going to be, it looks like... This is actually going to be a spot where there's going to be 2 pole souls, but they're both going to be in a little tiny cave, so it doesn't need to be nighttime right now, which is nice. But then it will need to be nighttime eventually, so... Oh well. So we're looking for... Let's see here. Look north. Is this the trio of trees? Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, I remember this little ring right here. Yeah, and I pointed this out and was... Oh, there's Lizalfos out now. Okay, so there's skeleton dogs at night, and there's Lizalfos as well. Oh, I got hit out of the animation. Strange. There we go. So not a chest to spawn? I guess not. A little bit of money. Again, not that we need it. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Now we need to go to... Well, we need to be where we are. Oh, and then there's gonna be one on the bridge. Hey, let's see really quick before I, whoa. You can follow up with a jump attack too. It's I feel like it's an even quicker way to dispatch people. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, now we just got a bunch of Lizalfas running around now too. It's pretty intense. Oh, it's actually transitioning to night right now. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the thought of jumping up into the air and slicing somebody in the face with your sword, it's really intense. Just really, really gruesome to think about. And Wind Waker Link could just do that. Wind Waker Link could jump like 2 yards into the air. I don't know why just pressing the hook shot doesn't like bring you up into an aiming reticule. Why it just like instantly pops out. Anyways, I'll see you when it's all the way night. There we go. Got freaking swatted in the back. Would have been pretty cool if we learned like wolf techniques, but then maybe it would get really close to just being a kami. Which, hey, would not be a bad thing. Because the next Akami game, they made a sequel, but it was on the DS, and I'm sorry, when they make sequels to games on the DS, because they did that with Pikmin as well, and for both Akami and Pikmin, it's like, it just doesn't hit the same. I think the story was just probably just as good, if not close to being as good, in the Pikmin game as the new Akami, but man, I really wish, you know, just as far as like what the game is able to accomplish, it made sense, right? Hold on really quick. We're going to be going to exit Castletown to the east. Okay. Fastest way to do that is to sprint through here. Like, it made sense because the game had you drawing stuff, right? Now, I actually thought that was one of the few games on the Wii. That was like one of those games where it made good use of the motion controls, and it actually worked pretty well. It got a little wonky here and there, but if you, especially, I imagine with Wii Motion Plus, it's probably really good. I don't know how the game feels when you're drawing with the, I think you draw with the, obviously the stick instead, like I think left or right stick. I don't know how that feels. I don't know if that feels as good. I can't imagine it's as quick. I remember I got really quick with the Wiimote drawing, but for sure, like it makes sense that if you have to draw something, why not? What if you had a stylus? Here's the thing, though, right? Making a Akami game. Like making a Akami game. Why didn't they ever make an Akami game for the Wii U? The Wii U has its controller has a built-in stylus on it, right? It just makes sense. It would have been amazing. I don't know if they ever ported anything over to it. I don't think they did. If the HD remaster had gotten ported to the oh, dude, it's literally just right here. If there was an HD remaster of the game put onto the Wii U, that would have been amazing. But they held their cards until the PS4, and at that point, I don't know if enough people bought it to make them want to even do more with it, which I think is a real shame, you know, because having that HD the HD remaster was such a random thing to that just sort of like quietly came out, that it kind of feels like it was a way for them to test the waters. And if that is the case, I think it's a real shame, because probably not nearly enough people bought it. I didn't even hear about it. I found it randomly in a store one day, and I had a PS4 from launch. So like, I don't know. If a new Akami got announced, that would be amazing. I don't see it happening. I wish it would, though. It's really good. Even the DS one had really interesting ideas that you had like party members and stuff that would have give you different abilities, and that was a really cool idea. I don't know why they but it's on the DS game, which is just put a lot of limitations on it, which is not great. East, right on the bridge. Found the postal hitting the bridge in the middle of the area. Okay, last one. Castletown to the south. Once you cross the bridge, turn right to find a Poe floating around. To the south, you say? Exit Castletown to the south. Oh, there is one to the south. Gotta torment these people again real quick. It makes sense to save these for last, because then we can turn these souls in. To Giovanni. So there was gonna be one down here. Ah, yeah, there it is. Nice. Oh, it looks like maybe when you're in combat, Minda's big goofy smile goes away in terms of she gets a little bit more serious, which I think is funny. Okay. So it's down here if I remember correctly. I'm the demon that comes for you when you freaking spy on girls, dude. Don't be a creep. Gosh. Now where is... Oh. Say, what would you say you're good at? I'm good at picking stuff up. Really, I'd rather be playing in a meadow, but my master doesn't understand. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. What'd you say? Really? Let's play sometime. Yeah, we'll have to do that, man. Man, I can't believe how much my mind was blown when I remember that you can talk to Epona. For the first time for the only time in any of the games, you can speak to Epona, and that's wild. Oh, here it is. I think I gotta go down here. The yawning. I know I'm taking a while. We've been running around hunting Poes. You gotta let me work, Minda. Hey, gang. Oh, no, you guys don't want to play with that. That's a bomb. The freaking little sprinty guys freaking spit those out. We normally hold our meetings in the open space in front of Giovanni's house, but I don't see why. If Boss Gangle isn't coming anyway, we can't have the meeting in front of my house. Boss Gangle? Is that Telma's cat? Jangle. Yeah, it is Telma's cat, huh? Her voice is coming from Giovanni's room, but I wonder if there's something keeping him in there. Hello, this is my first time in this town. I'm looking for someone named Louise. She's supposed to know this town well? Where's the bar? Oh no, Louise is the cat. Mr. Jangle can't come out today either. Apparently his master is more important than I am. Oh, Jangle is Giovanni's cat. I see. Giovanni? Oh right, we can't, oh, and you have to be a wolf. It's really interesting art. Some classical pieces. Very, it's funny, you got some European stuff, but then this one feels a little bit more like it'd be some classical Japanese painting? I wonder if he's not supposed to have some sort of relation. This just straight up looks like some, like, 1800s American guy. If he's supposed to have some relation to the... Oh, and of course it's blocked off now. To the people cursed by the Skulltulas? Who needed the gold tokens? You did it! I can move again! It's all thanks to you, right? Oh, I have to thank you. Will this do? Great Fairy's Tears. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he gives us a really crazy healing item, but then also gives us a 4th bottle, which is sick. For the Great Fairy's Tears, this bottle holds sacred water that contains the Great Fairy's prayers. Drink it to replenish life energy and for a while boost attack strength. Yeah, this is basically like Grandma Soup. Except you don't lose the attack boost by getting hit. So it has a time limit, but you can't lose it early. I think the Wind Waker attack boost could last indefinitely as long as you didn't get hit. But like eventually you're gonna get some enemy's gonna bump into you on accident. You're gonna lose it. I hear you can get this stuff in the cave on the western edge of the Gerudo Desert too. Oh, we'll be going there eventually. But my body is still golden. Does this mean my soul isn't whole? That's strange. Maybe we need the souls of 60 ghosts? Can I ask you another favor, doggy? Can you defeat more ghosts? Just 31 ghosts. Must be tough finding those creepy crawlies, right? Here, take this lantern with you. I think this is new. I don't remember this item, so I don't know. This mysterious lantern will light up when there are ghosts nearby. Doesn't need oil, thank goodness. Thank you. Hey, wait, where's your cat? Oh, your cat's not on your head anymore. Oh. Say, you're the one who fixed my master up, right? I owe you. My name's Jangle. I'm the leader of the cats outside. Well, well. Now that I can move around, maybe I should go outside and breathe some fresh air. You absolutely should. How long have you been a solid gold statue? It's horrifying. How long has Giovanni been a solid gold statue? It's equally terrifying. Oh, hey gang. Your leader should be out soon. Hopefully. Okay, now with that, that's that. As far as the pose go, now we got the freaking Mallow mode. So, hold on. All in all, the side quest will cost you just over 1,800 rupees to complete. Ooh. How many gold bugs do we have to trade in? So we have 1,000. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 7 golden bugs. That should be enough. That's like 150. How much is that? That's like 150, 300, 450, 500. That's another 500 rupees. So we'll need to pick up some more rupees along the way, but that's just sort of happens as we go exploring. Okay, so in that case, off to Kakariko Village.
What do you need?
We'll see what this is all about.